Hi, I'm going to give you a very quick overview of the Jildy iPhone app. Here we can connect to Facebook, Twitter's coming soon, right after that LinkedIn. So I've connected the app to my Facebook account, and there's two ways to look at the information coming at me in my Facebook account. One is down here, Friends, and the other is my newsfeed, and I can search that and I can filter that. Let's first tap on Friends. So we reach into your Facebook account, here it's mine, and we automatically organize all your friends into what we call clusters. These clusters are groups of people, all of whom know each other. So in my case, there's a bunch of people that I know through an association associated with my son's school. There's a bunch of people that I know that are all friends with each other because they're all AI people. There's a bunch that know each other through a company that I worked at called Wowd, etc. So we go in, the Jildy app goes in, and it finds which of your friends are also friends with each other. It pulls them in, it turns them into these clusters, and then it analyzes the posts that those people are making inside Facebook, and it uses their profile picture to show you their level of activity. So let me scroll down here. I'll move down, and I'll tap on this one cluster that I've called VC. So here at the top, I've got this little chevron control. I can pull down, and I let go, and then I see more controls that apply to just this cluster. So this little loop, if I tap on that, it goes in through the Facebook API, and it pulls out the information in real time that relates to which of these friends are posting and which ones aren't posting, and it uses their profile picture to show me who's more active. So if I tap on this particular person, Oleg, I will see all his posts. And the reason I knew to tap was because his picture was large. So I know that Oleg is active right now. Here's a bunch of his posts. So if I want to see more on that screen, I can scroll down. But if I want to see the posts that he's creating, I can tap, I can zoom in, and now I can start scrolling through just his posts. So I grab the little strip control at the top and I move across. So I'm looking through just his posts. Now I want to go back up. I simply double tap. I'm back at the overview of all of his posts. I double tap again. I'm back in my VC friend cluster. And again, this cluster was created automatically for me. So I can pull down here to see the controls that apply to this cluster. And there's a bunch of things that I can do here. I can edit the name of the cluster. I can also just tap inside it and start typing and change the name here. So I'll say VC Friends. And then I tap the check mark. So I've renamed it. I could also take a picture of this group, which is kind of interesting. So if I tap on the picture icon, it automatically formulates a group picture, and with a single tap I can share that out to Facebook, and all my friends that are in the picture are tagged, and so they know about it. At this level I can also swipe through the set of clusters that Jildy has made for me automatically. So here's my AI friends. I can tap on Jerome and see the posts that he's generating too. So the idea here is that I get a very quick way of seeing which friends are active, which friends are not active, and for the active friends, I can dive quickly in and see their posts. So I double tap back up, double tap back out, and I zoom out to the top level here. Again, in this view, I see these clusters. Small profile pictures mean those people aren't posting, so I don't have to worry about what they're saying because they're not saying anything. And I can very quickly dive in on just the clusters that matter and just the people inside those clusters that are busy. We also deliver some other forms of clustering that I encourage you to take a look at. Here at the top, there's a little thumbnail. If you scroll across to the right, you'll see other ways of organizing your friends that we deliver. Well, we also let you tap down here, bottom left, just to see your raw news feed. So if I pull this down a little bit, I can search the feed. So there's been a lot of stuff lately about the Mars Science Lab. So let me search for Mars. I just type in Mars and hit enter. And what we're doing is going off, finding all the posts in your news feed, and we're bringing back the ones that have Mars, the text, M-A-R and S, inside them. And I can tap into this, say here, I find that one an interesting one, zoom in on that post, read it, I can share it out, I can mail it to myself, open it in Safari, a variety of things I can do with that, Or I could just grab this control and move through and take a look at another post and another post. So very quick way of making sure that I see the posts from my newsfeed that matter to me. And another thing we let you do, if you pull down these controls and you tap on these little voice bubbles, we will calculate for you the topics that are in the posts that are shown on the screen there. So these are frequent word patterns in those posts. Well, curiosity rover turns out to be a topic. Those two words, curiosity and rover, are a topic that are in the search results for the word Mars. Well, I can tap on curiosity and rover, and we stuff that in as a search term, and now we're searching my newsfeed for posts that match curiosity and rover. And when I see those, I can either tap through and I can take a look at them in detail, like here we have in the spirit of the Mars Curiosity rover. It's quite interesting. I can look at the next search result here and so on. I double tap to zoom out, and I can, with a single tap on this control, save this search as a filter. So let me show you some filters that I've already built. Here's one that's called Apple. So it's an Apple filter, and it's looking for a bunch of different terms in my Facebook newsfeed. It's looking for iPhone, iPad, iPod, MacBook, Steve Jobs, and some others. I'll show you in just a second what those others are. And so here are all the matching posts. So I can very quickly catch up. If I've got 60 seconds, I'm waiting in line to order a sandwich or a cup of coffee, and I don't have hours to scroll through my otherwise unfiltered newsfeed, I can very quickly get an overview of Apple-related topics by applying this filter. So I see this particular post from CNET, another one from CNET, post from a friend of mine. So it's a very quick way of getting an overview of the posts that are in my newsfeed on just the topics that I care about. If I pull down on this little chevron, there's a variety of things that I can do. I can ask to see the topics in the search results here as delivered by the filter. I can turn alerts on. Right now they are on. So on this phone, when a new post survives this filter or makes it through this filter, I'll get an alert on my phone, which means that I can unlock my phone and go into this filter. Here I can change the terms that I'm looking for. And you can see here's the full list, iPhone, iPad, etc., all the way down to iTunes. I can just tap to add a term or go back. And there's a variety of other things that I can do here. I can edit the name, I can delete the filter. And then to get rid of those controls, I just tap on the check mark. Well, I also have a filter for skiing where I look for snow and Tahoe, Truckee, Squaw Valley, Alpine Meadows, some other terms. And even though it's summer here in Northern California, there's a bunch of stuff in my newsfeed that relates to skiing. And this is a fantastic way to make sure that I don't miss these things. So I don't have to be sitting obsessing about my newsfeed. Things can go by and drift off into the past. And as long as I have 30, 60 seconds, I can apply this filter and I will see instantly what I care about. So this top thing, never had a doubt that Lake Tahoe is the best lake in the nation. This is pretty interesting, from Squaw Valley. And then again, I can scroll through these search results. Double tap, zoom back out. And then here's one, just like a cooking show that I made earlier, the Mars Science Lab, MSL. It's searching for the text Mars Science Lab, MSL, and Curiosity. And it's a fantastic and very quick way for me to keep up with what's happening with this amazing mission. Go NASA. So again, we've got friends. We can cluster your friends into these groups. Everyone in that group knows each other. A great way to get a super quick overview of who's posting and who's not. You just tap in, you can see their posts, and then we let you search your news feed, and we let you take a search and save it as a filter. And the overall goal here is to give you a quick 60-second way of reconnecting with the people that matter to you and the topics that matter to you. So we'd love for you to try it. We'd love to hear from you. We hope you enjoy it. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video.